Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Queen G Live Experience. We are yet in another segment, you guys. And when I tell you we have a great guest scheduled, you don't want to go nowhere. I first want to start by saying I've been talking a little bit about finishing the year strong. Whatever you do, I know we have about a good month or so left in the year, but finish strong. Finish this year with a bang. Whatever you got to do, to prep for 2021. And I know it's the closing and all that. People are prepping for the holidays and getting into this festive mode. But finish the year strong. That's all I got to say. Let's see. Did it freeze? This thing froze up. Okay. Okay, so welcome Terry Black to the show, you guys. He is a business owner of a car wash, and also I want to spotlight him for being a black-owned business and an entrepreneur. And we're going to talk to him today about his journey, how it all started, what motivated and inspired him to start a car wash, and where all that came from. So welcome to the show, Terry. We were having a few technical difficulties, but we gonna push on, right? Like always.
Hey, for sure, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Welcome to the Queen G Live Experience. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. So give us the name of your business and tell us like where it all started. Like what inspired you to start this car wash business?
Well, with the car wash business, I'm more of a general manager than the owner. I do make all the day-to-day decisions of running the car wash. So I'm the guy that the buck stops with. I think for me, I've been in the automotive industry for quite some time now. And, I'm always the guy that wants to lead a team and to also help customers out and kind of just get the ball going. With me, it started super early. I'm an ex-professional athlete, so I've always had dreams of owning my own business, and getting that going. So, I mean, just been taking it step by step.
I got to ask what area of athlete were you? Like what kind of athlete were you?
I played basketball. Played at Baylor University for 2 years. Played overseas professionally for 9 years. Played summer league with the Chicago Bulls. So I've kind of been around.
Wow, that's awesome. Wow, that's cool. I never knew that.
Most people wouldn't know it because I rarely ever talk about it.
Okay. So, what made you kind of transition from that into being a business owner? Because I know that's like a man's dream, especially professional sports, and you got a chance to actually be on professional teams and stuff like that. So what happened with that whole thing?
I think with me, I was managing an automotive store probably about 10, 15 years ago. And, when I went to my interview, the business owner at that time, I was terrified to be a manager, because I've never managed. And, he put it in perspective for me. He's like, you've been managing all your life because you've been on multiple different teams. And he was like, he switched it up he related it more to basketball, and when he related to that, yeah, I have been managing egos and being on different teams and things like that. So it's a natural fit.
Right. Oh, that's what's up. He made you realize like, hey, this is nothing that is new to you, and it's not a, you know what I'm saying?
Not at all. I mean, like when he related basketball to it, the pieces just fell in place, and I was a natural for it. So I welcomed the challenge, and I was a natural for it.
Right. I'm not going to talk about exactly what happened with us at the car wash. I'm not going to give the scenario, but I am going to say that you went above and beyond to meet the need of the customer. Okay, it was a situation that happened when I came in there, and that's not important. That's irrelevant. but you did go above and beyond to meet the customer, and that was myself. I was having a situation with my car, and so how important is it to meet the needs of the customers when they come in to get their car washed?
It's extremely important. I mean, it's just like, if I take my car somewhere, if I go spend my money somewhere, I want to feel like I was wanted. I want to feel like I paid what I got. I mean, I got what I paid for, and then just treat it nice. Because, at the end of the day, you being a customer, you can take your car wherever you most feel comfortable at. And unfortunate situations happen sometimes, but when that situation happens, it's more than likely a customer just wants to have a conversation to get out what they want to say to you. And, you just have to sit there and take it and listen, and you learn from it, and, you build a great friendship.
Right. And that's that's exactly what happened. It was kind of cool because a sticky situation turned into this cool like thing. And I know when I pull into the car wash that you're gonna, do the best to make sure that my car is clean. And I got kids, honey, and they put stuff down in the car. It be stuff like that I don't even know is festering in there, okay? Because they like to eat and put stuff down wherever they put it down at. And it's like, what I love about the expertise is that I can bring my car in there and I know you're going to service it to the fullest. You're going to make it shine. You're going to make it look back like not a mommy car, but a professional car, which is some settings that I have to go into. And yesterday, what happened when I brought my car, I actually had a music video set to go to right after that, immediately following. I was like, I can't roll up with this dirty car looking like this. You know what I mean? Because I have to keep a certain image.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was real cool. And you got me back on track and ready for this music interview. So that was really cool. And just every time I come in there, I get my oil changes there. What are the services that you provide? Tell us about that at your car wash.
All right, so an oil change there runs at $29.99. That's for regular oil. Synthetic oil $59.95. Now, on some of these bigger trucks and cars and things like that, they'll take more than 5 quarts. So then that's when you may, incur an extra oil charge. We also do air filters. We do lights, headlights, brake lights. We do state inspections. Great thing about the state inspections, you'll pay $25.50 regardless where you go. I think
right.
a good thing about us is like if you come and you get your vehicle serviced, you get a state inspection, or you get a free exterior car wash. So now you've taken care of your car maintenance needs as well as getting your car cleaned up for you.
Right, I like that. I got my oil changed several times, and you guys always throw in the car wash, and that's all good. Like customer service things that keep people coming back. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. That's amazing. Do you do like any deeper type of things like transmission? Like you do anything like that?
We have a few machines that do coolant and transmission machines. They're kind of older machines, so I'm waiting to get like the newer versions of those machines. And then once I have those newer machines, then we'll do the transmission flushes, we'll do the coolant flushes. We got a lot of different services that we can do, but for me, it's just I want to be comfortable with the equipment that I'm working with. So then that way, I can service your vehicle the best that I can on my part.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. And that place is huge. So when I'm saying like I can see about 15, 20 people rolling up at one time and comfortably being able to like sit in the lobby, wait on their cars. You have plenty of room and space, even for customers to chill and wait on their cars and not feel like, dang, we all up on each other. You know what I
mean? Yeah. I mean, it's a great facility. There's still some things that I want to do to it as far as putting like a sound system inside of there, putting more TVs in there, just to kind of create like a more homely feel. So customers are relaxed. Customers are, they're having a good time. They're interacting with other customers, and, everything's all good.
And you really know, like I said, how to kind of meet the needs of the customers and give them what they need to You know, it's not to just draw them back, but just more make them feel like, hey, well, they did a great job. You know what I mean? They really went high and above to service me. Even your guys are great. I tipped them several times just because they, you know what I mean? The guys that work with you, they're amazing too. So you really are a great manager as far as even your your associate have at your car wash as well. They all go above and beyond to get things done. You know what I'm saying?
Whenever those guys come in for an interview, and it's a real interview, I'll sit you down, I'll tell you ABC, and it's gonna be ABC. You know, and unfortunately, some people don't fit with the team, but then it's also me handpicking the people that we need to be a part of this team. Because if you don't have the thought process like I have, then it's probably not gonna work out.
Right. You're very picky about who you have on the team and that's important too.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that you have to select like-minded individuals that are going to make sure that everybody's working like a train, not working like, something else. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And I always go into the basketball analogy with these guys, and I tell them like, hey, if my point guard doesn't show up, then we can't play a game because I don't have a point guard. So I always use basketball analogies with these guys and let them know everybody's, I'm the head coach of a team, but I can't play a game without the team. So, I need them just as much as they need me. So that's kind of how we operate there.
Yeah, I see it. Like I said, I like the guys are real professional. Everybody's professional. You guys are very hands-on, and I just love the customer service there at the car wash, which is why I thought, let me approach him and see if he wants to get an interview, to tell the world about what you do. Give us the name of the business too. We haven't really named the business.
All right, so it's Cooper Street Car Wash. We're located at 3022 South Cooper Street. That's in Arlington, Texas. The zip code is 76015. Our phone number is 817-375-5959.
So I want everybody at the tone of my voice, if you are a person that watches this interview and you are in the Texas area, tell them Queen G sent you. You know what I mean? That I sent you in there to Terry and his team. And definitely hit them up, come through and bring your car because it will never be the same. I feel so, when I leave your car wash, I feel so luxury. Like, I'm balling again or something. I don't know. Balling again, right? Literally.
Hey, I'm glad we can I'm glad we can do that.
Yeah. It's definitely a great feeling. And I can't wait to this is my dream car, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, I can tell you a little bit. I am really loving the newer Range Rovers. Right? I've always been a Range Rover girl, okay? So you got all my cars. Every car I get. God continue. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we back. It does that sometimes. Sometimes with StreamYard, it just freeze up. So I'm glad you didn't go nowhere. Can you hear me?
I think you're breaking up.
Okay. What about now? Better?
Still
can't hear me? Okay, hold on. Don't go nowhere. This is it's a digital streaming site, so sometimes it has glitches and stuff like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. It's kind of up. It's breaking up a little bit.
Breaking up, okay. Might be the aftermath. What about now?
cutting out still.
Okay. I'm gonna take you off and come back. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. So we're gonna try to get him back on here and finish the rest of the interview. I don't know. Today I'm kind of having a few issues with the streaming, and the internet has been kind of glitching, and also my phone has been glitching too. I'm like, I don't know what's happening with this system and internet. That better?
Uh-huh.
No?
I hear you talking, but it's like it's distorted. So it's not. Can you hear
Do
me?
you have any? I can hear you good.
Okay.
I can hear you really good. You have any
Hear you.
earphones with you?
No, we good now. I can hear you now.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know. You know what? I've been having an issue all day. Almost like my stuff has been hacked or something. Because even I was on a phone conversation with a gentleman in the entertainment industry earlier, and it was like tripping. I was like, I don't know why. I ain't calling nobody, and this thing keeps cutting off. So it must be something in the water today. It must be something in the water. But Terry, I wanted to ask you about this because I heard a little accent from you.
Mm-hmm.
I know where you're from, but tell us where you're from.
Born and raised Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I moved to Texas a little bit over 20 years ago. That's when I was down in Waco. That's when I was down in Waco. And after college, I moved to Dallas. So I've been in the Dallas area, the HEB area since about 2001. But born and raised in
Wow. Because I know I have a friend that lives in Milwaukee right now, and you guys have this certain accent. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I also know a famous celebrity chef named Chef Stu.
Okay.
He's from Milwaukee too. Yeah, he's from out there. So you guys have that same, or he's from Boston or somewhere. He from out that way.
From
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what was it like growing up in Milwaukee?
It was kind of rough. It was rough, but I was in a pretty fortunate situation. My parents worked really hard to send me to private school, and I don't think I knew how broke we was at that point while they were sending me to private school. But they sent me to great schools, and I always used basketball as a way out. Basketball was my way. Out of Milwaukee, basketball was going to get my education paid for, and I was going to play professional basketball. I didn't know in what capacity or who. My career was great because it was overseas. It was a great overseas career, and I was afforded the opportunity to play with the Bulls Summer League for 2 years, and I got many friends in the NBA. There's some guys that come to the car wash in the NBA. So it's been Milwaukee.
Really? So who are you friends with? Tell me some of the people that you have been friends with that you can speak on.
Kenyon Martin. I met Kenyon Martin. I was in junior college, and Kenyon Martin's not in the league anymore. So I met him in junior college, and we've been friends throughout. I've seen him several times. He's from the Dallas area, so I've seen him several times. One of the assistant coaches for the Mavericks, he's one of my good friends. He's also from Milwaukee, so I know him. It's just a bunch of different guys. I've met the Tim Hardaways and the Michael Finleys, and I got a cousin that's really good friends with all of them. So just growing up under him, because he also played basketball. I've met a lot of pretty cool people. And I know a lot of cool people as well.
Right. Take me back to the top of the year when Kobe Bryant passed away. Where were you, and what was on your heart and mind when you found out the news about Kobe Bryant passing away?
Very, very tough day. I think I was in the car, and then my kids started texting me because we're all basketball people. We all wear the number 24. Like that's kind of what we do. That's who we are. That's our persona, So the kids started texting me, and I got to the house, and I'm turning on the news. So I'm watching it on the news, and the group of people I worked with at that time, they started texting because they know I'm really big into basketball. So it was a very emotional day. I think that's probably the earliest I went to bed. I was asleep by like 5 or 6 o'clock, that day.
Right.
I was just, you know, it's just an emotional day. You know, you don't expect our
Yeah.
heroes to go out like that. You know, and he was just so loved by everybody. You know, he
Oh yeah.
yeah,
He had such character, and he was such a great businessman and
yeah.
leader.
Hmm.
And he was also setting up other things for the future as an empire. Just his school for girls, the basketball school, and just oh man,
He
I,
had his name on a lot of different things, and I mean he was making boss moves, man, and it was for the better. Like he's putting all this time and energy and money into these kids, and it was pretty awesome to see, and it's just a tragic event that happened to him.
oh yeah, I was numb for like 4 whole days after
Hmm.
that, just thinking about how vulnerable life is and how shocking and devastating his family must have been. And I'm a family person. I'm a huge family
Hmm.
person. I'm married. I have children, and it's just like, oh, the heartbreaking thought of this leader in his home, daddy to his kids and wife to his husband to his wife,
Hmm.
and just what he represented as a father. I'm just like, oh. And then they also lost their beloved little girl too.
Hmm. It's just
you know
tough day, man. Tough day, and I think if some of those decisions that was made that day could have been unmade, then yeah, everybody unmakes those decisions. And they also lost a group of people that they were close with, and
right.
their teammates and their family members. So I think that affected everybody, probably worldwide, because he was so beloved by
Yeah.
everybody.
And I got so many theories. I got bruh. We would have to talk about that off camera. I got so many theories about that day,
All right.
including political,
Mm-hmm.
including my theories on TMC being the first to arrive on the scene. I'm a media person. I
Yeah.
teach, and I'm a media person. So the discretions of the media was just shocking that day. And,
Yeah.
like getting the
Yeah.
word out before the family even knows. Come on now.
That's
Like,
tough
it's
right
certain
there.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
tough
just
right
did
there.
not agree with. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, I got my theories,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just going to keep that to myself, because
I
it
got you.
would take us a whole nother 40 minutes to get
Hey,
down to the
next time I see
logistics
you, we'll
of
talk about that next time I see you.
right. I'm like, goodness, that was crazy. And just like, I mean, I can share this one with you. The president that we currently have that's still there in the White House is just he's a very interesting character. Okay. And it happened on the day of it was some kind of big event that was supposed to happen that night. I can't remember what exactly.
Yeah.
It
I don't
was it was
remember.
some kind of debate or something was going on that Trump was supposed to have on the day that Kobe died. So
Mm-hmm.
again, I got my theories.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
I said, this individual in office is very unique and very special. I've never seen anything like this where a president is not relinquishing the throne. You know what
It
I
is. I
mean?
mean, it's been an interesting 4 years, in dealing with him.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's been real interesting in dealing with him. And whoever he want to be, that's who he is. Like, I'm not here to try to
Right.
change somebody, but for me, it's all about bringing people together. And
Exactly.
I don't think he's done that. And I
Right.
think
And go ahead, go ahead.
I just think the world that we live in is so much, so many people, pulling away, and we all need somebody to bring us all together. And that's what
Right, right.
anything else you do. I mean, if you're gonna be the leader of the world, bring us together. Bring us together.
Well, and we talked about leadership earlier, even in regards to you and how
Mm-hmm.
you've always been called a leader. One of the roles of a leader is to create a power team that's going to execute things around them that are all on the same page. I remember during this 4 years, a lot of people just either quitting or getting
Mm-hmm.
fired.
Yep.
Okay. that's a bad sign.
Really bad
Right?
sign.
That
Really
starts
bad.
from the head. That's not necessarily the people. That's from the head. Something that wasn't right
Yeah.
from the head. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then if we take it into another extreme of leadership and how we're supposed to represent, in regards to that, your job is to look out for the overall of all the people that you interact with, deal with, that you work with, the whole nine. And the betterment of humanity was not on his mind, I don't believe,
No.
for
No.
years. Yeah.
So
Because we're supposed to make our world better, society better. And I don't like to talk politics and nothing like that,
yeah,
but
me
I just
either.
wanted to say that.
So yeah, no, I get it. You know, and yeah.
So anyway, how many kids do you have? How many children do you have?
I have three. My oldest just graduated Loras College. She runs track. She's up in Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Graduated with criminal justice degree. You know, so she's
Wow.
getting ready to get that all set and done. My 16-year-old boy Anthony, you know, he's a big standout basketball football player at Coppell High School. Going into his junior year, you know, he has probably 10 to 15 offers in football and then 10 to 15 offers in
That's awesome.
basketball. So he's
That's awesome.
he's worked his butt off to, you know, to put his name on it, but super humble kid. My 11-year-old, my not so humble 11-year-old, you know, he has a Kobe Bryant mentality.
Okay.
It's fun to watch him. It's fun to watch him play and compete. You know, because
You have raised the beast, huh?
yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. Yeah, he's a beast. He shoots from half court and thinks that that's a good shot. He'll make
Right.
He'll make it, but like he thinks that's a good shot, and it's probably not. But he makes it.
Right.
So I can't really say anything. You know,
Right.
but yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
What is I've asked this several times in some of my interviews, just because I'm a parent too. What are some of the things, principle wise, that your parents taught you that you are now kind of instilling into your kids? And you used to look at your parents crazy, like, what? You know what I mean? But now it's like,
I think with me, like some of mine is like, you know, treat other people like you want to be treated. You know, and
mm-hmm.
whenever you think you're so high, remember there's always a low to that. Stay humble. You know.
Stay humble. That's right.
With us, all of us are athletes. But you know, when we all get together, because my daughter, she's up in Milwaukee in Iowa, so when we all get together, you know, it's competition in the house. You know, we don't carry that outside the house. You know, we can talk and you know we can be like that inside the house, but you know, once they go outside the house, kids are super awesome, man, and you know, and they know education comes first. They know nothing happens without the education part. You know, and like I said, me going to private school, like my parents, they wouldn't even allow me to bounce a basketball if I wasn't passing grades. If I didn't go to school, like there was no me planning that game, or it just wasn't even an option. So you know, that's the thing I try and tell my kids now. You know, and I look at so many of my friends that went to Baylor and that went to all these other schools. You know, they have great careers now, but you know, they got over $100,000 in student loans and debts. And you know, I think for me, I'm just so blessed that I don't have that. You know, and that's why I tell my kids, education is key. Get your education.
That's right. That's awesome. And you know, it's a lot of things that I hear my mom say that I tell my kids now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very funny around the house because they like to do silly stuff. They're young and they'll come in here and try to eat on my bed.
Don't even think about doing that.
Right. And I'm like, okay, so would you want crumbs in your ear when you're sleeping at night? Do you want to lay on crunchy pieces of something? Like I'd be like, you know, throwing stuff.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm a really funny parent. Like it's hilarious. And they be looking at me like, Mom. I'm like, well, I'm just saying, you know.
And I think about I know that look because my son, my 16-year-old, he's taller than me now. He's about 6'7".
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You know, he's taller than me. So you know, I'm looking up to him and he's looking down on me, and I'm the parent. So it's like,
Right.
I gotta manage him differently now that he's bigger than me, you know?
Right. Yeah, it's to the chest now. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
left hook to the okay, son. Don't test me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we doing that too. My 13-year-old is now coming in. He'll stand over me. He's taller than me too.
Uh-huh.
Mom. It's like that deep voice. I'm like, golly, when did we get here? When did
Yeah.
we get here?
Yeah. It happens
So
quick, though. It happens quick.
it does. It does. Where can we find you on social media, Terry?
I have Terry Black 24. What are my Instagrams? I have it's Twitter is T24Black. That's my Twitter. I also have a mobile oil change business, the Game Changer 24. That's on my Instagram. We actually come out to you and change oil on site. You know,
Okay.
I think with the pandemic, a lot of people, you know, kind of let their car maintenance needs slip because of the pandemic and not wanting to go places. And then also some of these places limited. So that's kind of something I've been working on, you know, on the back burner, you know, probably about a year now, and it's going well too.
You started a mobile oil change service. That's awesome.
Yep. So go out and, you know, it's been trial and error, you know, but I got it pretty much down now, and, you know, just rock and rolling, trying to, you know, make it happen one day at a time.
I was going to ask you that too. Like, how has the pandemic changed you in regards to your business and, you know, personally?
I think for me, you just got to be, you know, for business wise, you know, right before the pandemic, we're doing really well, you know, at the car wash and then my personal business, we're doing really well. And then now you see a dip in things because people don't want to go out, and, you know, people are scared, you know, and employees, like, I think I lost probably 60% of the employees I had during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And they were younger, you know, and they had concerns about being out and, you know, just trying to educate themselves about the pandemic that we were in, you know. So, you know, I think it's been up and down throughout the pandemic.
Right. Yeah, this year has been a doozy. It's been so interesting. But it was something unique and special about kind of being forced to sit back and take things into perspective. Um, it gave me the clarity to write 11 books. I became an author of 11 books this year.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? In a pandemic.
That's awesome.
And also, I became a magazine owner too. I have a magazine, and I'm gonna talk to you about some future, you know, advertisement and stuff like that.
No, for sure.
Let me show you. Look at this. This is one of them.
That's awesome.
Look at the thickness of it. Yeah,
that is pretty thick.
It's a what it is it's a marketing and branding magazine.
Okay.
So my goal with that magazine is to make sure that whatever ad we run or whoever is in there that we feature, that is big. The ads are big. That we want them to stand out.
Yeah.
And be eye candy. This is a nail shop that ran an ad. Look at that. You see how the whole, like, it takes over the whole page.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
nice.
Yeah, our goal was I don't want it to be over cluttered. Sometimes you look at those magazines and they are so over cluttered, and you're like, I'm getting a headache. What's the point of the ad? You know what I mean?
Yep.
I didn't want that, so I came up with this genius idea to put out a marketing branding magazine in particular to really highlight the businesses, the brand, you know, the people that we do stories on, and it really stands out. And it's eye candy. So now when people are looking at this magazine, they mainly look at the pictures. Yep. You know, they're looking at they're like, "Ooh, that's so pretty," or, you know. Yep. And that was my intent, because what is marketing's job to do is to push and expose and to, you know, push that brand to the forefront any means necessary. So that's
Yeah.
our job. And I was like, so during this pandemic, as much as my kids drove me home crazy from being home from school for those months, and as much as I've lost some friends as well to COVID this year, that was heartbreaking. And really, really, I still am in shock, you know, to be able to look up and I'm not going to see them or be able to be around my friends. It was crazy. It was a crazy up and down kind of year, but through it all, God spared us. He kept us and kept my family. And I feel very, very, very blessed, and gave me clarity enough to use my mind to be able to create other paths and other lanes.
Yeah.
So,
that's awesome.
It's been an interesting year, you know, but I feel really blessed, and I know you do. We figured it out, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to figure it out. This is sometimes it's a hard lesson to learn, or you know, it's you got to figure it out though. You know, and I think COVID has, you know, made a lot of people stronger. It's taken a lot of good people away from us, but I also think it's made people stronger, because now you're being forced to think differently and, you know, react differently and, you know, just move differently. You know, and it's helped me grow as a business owner. It's helped me grow as a man. Helped me grow as a father. You know, it's helped me in a lot of different aspects of my life. You know, because this last year I've been consistently changing. You know, so it's helped me a lot.
It's definitely a humbling year. If you weren't not humbled, I know that everybody had some type of shift in their life that was dramatic in some way or the other. People lost their jobs, lost their homes, businesses. Like some businesses didn't survive the COVID. Some businesses boomed because of the COVID.
Yeah.
So where you had the underdogs before, now they're in the forefront, and they have kind of stepped out and been able to really, really, you know, gain some momentum, because it depends on what type of business you have, whether you're going to survive or not. You know what I mean? Too.
Yep.
So it's been a hell of a year, put it like that. But
that's for sure. That is.
I am very grateful to have met, you know, people online during this journey too, and you really, really launched my podcast. This podcast has really skyrocketed because more viewers are at home watching my big old self. You know,
that's awesome, man.
I'm just saying. So it's been something else, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. Put it like that. I'm grateful. So thank you so much, Terry, for taking this afternoon time with us. And I know you're busy. I'm thankful that you stepped in and did this exclusive interview with us. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna catch up with you. Maybe you and maybe on location or something. I'll come through and put the camera out.
We can definitely do that. You know where I'll be at. So
right. Catch you in the act down there.
And I appreciate
you right up the street from me, so that's pretty cool. And I'll plan it with you. I'll call you and set things up, you know, in advance. And make sure, because I know you're always, when I come there, you're always busy. You're always busy taking care of business. So thank you so much for stopping in to the Queen G Live Experience. You have a fabulous day. We will catch up soon when my car is dirty again.
All right. Well, I appreciate you having me.
Definitely. Be blessed, and I will send this interview to you. Okay.
Okay. We'll talk soon.
All right. Have a good day, boss. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. That was great. Terry, he has a car wash. I just found out he's general manager over there at the car wash. So what a wonderful guy. I'm grateful that he was able to stop in and do this exclusive with us today. Y'all keep watching. You never know who we're going to have on here, what they're going to talk about. I think that even the information that he gave us was important, you know, today on today's podcast. So y'all stay tuned. This your girl Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. I'm gonna get back to my Thanksgiving dinner, and y'all keep watching the Queen G Live Experience. Okay, this your girl Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. I'm out, y'all. Peace.